You need to make $5,000, and you need to do it fast. So, instead of borrowing money or maxing out credit cards, I'm going to show you how you can solve a real-world problem for businesses that are willing to pay thousands of dollars to get it fixed. What I love about this method is that even if you were starting from zero, like I was, sleeping on a mattress on my mom's basement floor, you can implement this and start making $5,000 in the next 7 days. I use these exact principles to go from being a minimum wage employee earning $8.25 per hour to now making over $1 million. This is all online, all remotely, working on my laptop while traveling the world. When it comes to making money, most people focus completely on the wrong things. The first thing they focus on is having a perfect service that looks amazing, functions perfectly, and is fully unique and figured out. They look for the right AI tool or AI this and AI that. They want to have everything figured out before they ever get customers or clients. If they are building an AI chatbot on a website, they want to make sure this AI chatbot works perfectly, has all the right messages, and is already perfect before they've ever gotten their first client. They try to build a perfect website that looks amazing, has all the right features, and has everything listed out nicely right from the get-go, from day one. Or they think they have to learn code or master something technical for them to actually go out and get clients. Or they just believe that you need to have a lot of money to start, a big budget to run an advertising campaign, to reach out to people, or to run promotional campaigns. All of this couldn't be further from the truth. Honestly, none of this actually matters if you cannot find clients that are willing to pay you for your service. It doesn't matter how beautiful that website is. It doesn't matter how good your AI is or how well you know how to code. It doesn't even matter if you have a big advertising budget, if clients do not fundamentally want what it is that you have to offer. If they cannot picture themselves using your product or service and it actually helping their business or their life in some capacity, they're not going to pay you and you're not going to make any money. The secret to making thousands of dollars isn't necessarily about what you sell. It's all about who you actually sell it to and what you can actually help them with. What problem are you actually solving? If your customer looks like this guy, then his problem is he doesn't have a long enough arm, so he might need some kind of surgery. Besides my beautiful artwork and high budget editing skills here, what you want to focus on is clients that have very expensive problems, because if they have expensive problems, you can charge for expensive solutions. When you actually show them what they are losing because of these expensive problems, and you can show them a clear path on how they can solve that, they are going to be willing to exchange money so you can help them make more money. Ideally, the solution to this problem is a pretty simple solution that you can actually solve. Hopefully, it's simple enough so that you can do it repeatedly for clients that are in the same category or in the same niche. For example, if this is a roofer, let's draw him a frown since they're usually unhappy. If this guy is a roofer, one roof could cost $10,000, $5,000, or $15,000 for him to fix. If you showed him how to save one roofing customer, one roofing client per month, would he pay you $5,000 for that? He could. Ideally, you want to offer a service that is 5 times cheaper than the problem that you are solving. So, ideally, he's losing $5,000, $25,000, or $50,000 in projects per month by not using your solution that you created for him. Now it's going to be very easy to pay you $5,000, whether it's one time or $5,000 per month. If you can show him how he's going to make 5 times more than what he spends with you, it's just going to be a no-brainer offer. Honestly, this whole sales process becomes extremely simple and extremely easy when you have a logical argument on how you're going to make them more money. Let me show you how to actually find these customers and clients. I'm going to use roofers for my example. If you don't want to work with roofers, that's fine. Go to ChatGPT and ask it for businesses that have expensive products. Ideally, they're local businesses, because these guys are the easiest to find. They have their phone numbers everywhere, their emails, and social media accounts. A lot of times, it's very easy to get a hold of them. Who's easier to get a hold of? This roofing business owner from Vegas-born Roofing or the CEO of McDonald's? Obviously, this roofing business will be much, much easier. As you can see, there are a bunch of business owners on here. I can keep scrolling and scrolling. Here's the interesting thing. When you start clicking into these businesses, you'll notice that some of them have an unclaimed business. Some of them don't even have a website linked up, as you can see right here. Some of them have 1-star reviews. Others have 11 reviews, 5 stars. Others have 13, 57, and so forth. What I like to do is find the businesses that have been around for a long time. Businesses that have been doing this for 10 plus years, except they're not at the top of Google. As you can see, these guys just have the most reviews. 234 reviews, 108 reviews, and they are crushing it way more than these guys down here. even though they may have been in business for the exact same amount of time, if not longer. A lot of them just have no idea what they are doing when it comes to Google. Truthfully, claiming a business, adding some photos, and helping them get some reviews is a very simple solution. It's a very simple service that you can actually offer them. Because of these small errors, these guys are literally losing hundreds of thousands of dollars per year just because they don't know how to go from 3.7 to 4.5 or 4.7. You can run simple review campaigns like I'm going to show you to help them increase this. We are not going to charge based on how many hours we put in. We are not 9-to-5 employees. This is a job mindset. We're going to charge them like business owners. We're going to charge them based on the value. When you go to a dentist and it takes him an hour or 2 hours to pull out your teeth, you might spend thousands of dollars on that. But if you want to get your house cleaned and it takes them all day, you're going to charge them way less. It's not going to cost you thousands. It might cost a couple $100s. Why? Because the expertise is just different in both jobs. You want to position yourself as someone that is solving this very, very expensive problem for them. Honestly, just going to Google and scrolling up and down, or even using a tool like this, is going to give you a goldmine of potential customers that you can actually reach out to. So instead of doing that whole Google thing, you can go to this tool. It's called Try Out Scraper. Type in that niche, roofing contractor, and type in that area. Again, we're going to stick in Las Vegas. Boom. Just like that, you select it. Scroll down. You want to uncheck all of these, A, because it's going to cost you more money, but B, we actually don't need them. Then you hit Get Data. Now what this tool is going to do is it's going to find every single roofing business owner in that area. As you can see, we have over 3,000 businesses that it's going to find here. It's going to cost you about $7, which is absolutely nothing. It's going to give you all their details, their name, all their social media profiles, their emails, so you can reach out to them any way you want. On top of that, it's going to show you how many reviews they have and what their review rating is. So now you can customize how you reach out to each and every individual business owner. Let's look at the value formula here, and we'll cover exactly what we can provide for these businesses. Missed calls. When a roofer or any business owner misses a phone call, what does that person do? If they have a leak on the roof, they're just going to call the next person, which leads to a lost lead opportunity. This is damaging them. Because if they lose one lead per week or one customer per week, which is a really good lead, and they do that for a whole month, that could be $50,000, $40,000, or even $30,000. Either way, it's a good lead. If one roof is $10,000, that is a lot of money they're losing every single month just because of that. 2. Low number of reviews or negative reviews. Look, in this day and age, reviews are absolutely everything. Think about the last time that you shopped on Amazon. How did you do it? You found a product that had the most amount of reviews that fit what you were looking for, and then you just bought that one. It's really the same with local businesses. They need to get reviews because if someone's going to spend $10,000 to $15,000 on a service like this, or air conditioning, flooring, or landscaping, they're just going to do their due diligence. If they have 14 reviews and someone else has 88 reviews and a higher rating and a nicer website, they're going to go forward with that company. So by them not collecting reviews, they are absolutely losing customers. This also leads into wasted time because now they're probably going out and they're giving quotes. They're giving prices on projects. When that person sees their reviews, and then they just move forward with one of their competitors. So not only does it lose them money, it also wastes their time. Here's an interesting fact. 93% of consumers use reviews to decide which business they actually want to work with, which business they want to give their money to. By showing your clients, or even by breaking down something like this logically, it doesn't take much to convert them into a paying customer, because you can break this all down logically. Ask them, hey, last time you were on Amazon, hey, last time you picked a dentist, or last time you paid someone money, did you look at reviews? How did you factor that in? Would you even work with someone that has a 2-star rating, 3-star rating, when there's tons of competitors that have much higher results, much higher ratings? Logically, they'll be able to answer that. Literally ask them, hey, if you were a potential customer and you saw your business with 7 reviews and your competitors with 57 reviews, which one would you choose? You don't need fancy closing techniques here. This is the easiest way that I've ever found to sell anything. And now, if you're charging $500 a month or $1,000 a month, $1,500 per month, you can easily justify that price because of how much money they would save and how much more money they could make when working with you. Look, this is a Stripe product payment account from a new agency that I actually started here on YouTube. You can see that agency back when it was at 0 in my older videos. This is what we just crossed. We crossed over $20,000 per month. The month prior, we hit about $18,000. What we're now doing is we are collecting pay-in-full payments or split payments, meaning we are not charging $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 per month as much anymore. We are collecting 3 months upfront. If your service is expensive, $2,000 a month, or it's $1,000 a month, you can charge them for 6 months upfront and then give them a free month or give them a 10% discount, 15% discount if they pay for all those months. As you can see here, we have a bunch of split pays. We charge $6,200 for 3 months worth of work, and those are a bunch of split pays that came in. $3,100, $3,100. If you're seeing the $1,500 per month clients, those were our old clients before we switched to this model. We're charging them $1,500 per month, but we've already had a bunch of split pays come in. This guy wanted like a custom plan, so we made him something custom. It was $2,250. If you're seeing any payments for, let's say, $30, that's because those are our SaaS payments. So they are paying us for our text messages and our emails that we are sending on their behalf to follow up with their leads, and then we're billing them for that. What I recommend you do is you charge $5,000 for 6 months of services. This is exactly what I'd like you to include in that package. First thing you want to do is visit gofreetrial.com, and it will get you a free 30-day trial, which is plenty of time for you to get your first client, so it even pays for the software itself. Once you have that account, it's going to look like this. You're going to make a client sub-account. That's what it's called up here. As you can see, it's a sample client, and then you're going to integrate all of the client's information here. You're going to get them to install the mobile app, and again, you're going to put your logo up on top here as well. Then you're going to integrate their Google business, their Facebook even, and if you're outside the US, you can also integrate WhatsApp. So you can help them with their WhatsApp conversations, and then link up AI to this whole thing. Now, you don't need to be a master of this. Remember what we talked about earlier? I want you to get started. Start getting clients and then figure it out as you go. I've tested almost all the different softwares and CRMs and everything that is out there and a bunch of different AI tools, and this is the best one that I found and the easiest one to use. 1. Missed Call Text Back. Once they're integrated, the first service that you want to set them up with is called Missed Call Text Back. You click on Settings, you go down to Phone Numbers, you hit Advanced, as you can see right here, and then go to Missed Call Text Back. All you do is check this off right here. Make sure it's enabled. All it's going to say is, hey, this is blank. This is ABC Roofing. I saw that we just missed your call. How can I help? Imagine they are in here now. Even if you work with someone at the very top and they call Fortitude Roofing, if they don't answer, they're not going to call Las Vegas Roofing Repair or this person. It's going to start a text message conversation on their behalf. Then we're going to link up AI to follow up with that text message. So even if this is in the middle of the night, the client's busy, or maybe the client's standing on a roof so they can't answer the phone call, or maybe the front desk is busy, we now have AI doing all the messages and booking them appointments. AI Conversation Agent. The way you would set up that AI agent is you go under where it says AI Agents right here. You could set up voice, but if you're a beginner, I recommend you just set up Conversation AI. It's super easy to do. You just put in their website URL so the AI agent knows their hours and knows all their services. It literally knows everything about them, and you put it in there. There's a couple steps. I'll show you one that we have. There are 3 steps right here. You choose Autopilot right here. You go under Bot Training. This is where you put in that website. And then under Bot Goals, you want to use the Appointment Setting feature right here, which will get them as many appointments as humanly possible. And so now, it's not just going to have generic conversations on their behalf, but the goal will be to book more appointments. Review funnel. Next thing you want to do is set up what's called a review funnel. If you click on this website page, you put in their logo, it's going to ask, how would you rate us? We install this for clients, and honestly, it's so easy to install, but this is one of the biggest things that clients love. We've literally had clients keep paying us thousands of dollars just to keep using this. If they select anything less than 5 stars, like 2 stars or 3 stars, look what happens. It pops up a message that says, sorry to hear you're not satisfied. What can we do to help? If they choose 5 stars, it goes right to Google. If they don't have a good rating, it goes here. So now we can make sure that the reputation is intact, and they're getting more reviews, but not just any reviews, they're getting more positive reviews, which will then help them get more phone calls and get more customers. 4. Running ad campaigns. Now, you might be wondering, okay, that's great and all. We're getting them more reviews. We're helping them save their existing customers. But what if they want more customers? How do we get them actually more leads and more appointments? Let me show you exactly how we can do that. At the bottom left-hand side here, there's a little tab. It's called Manage FB Ads. Now we can do two things, Facebook ads and Google ads. By Facebook, I also mean Instagram. First thing you want to do is head over to freeuphex.com, and this is what it looks like. You can start with a 14-day trial if you'd like to get your clients some results. Once you log in, it's going to look like this. I have to blur all this since I don't want you seeing my clients. But then we have ad templates for almost every single industry that you can think of. Things like medical doctors, home services, local services, classes, health and fitness, everything. I'm going to click on Building Repair since we're talking about the roofing industry and repair. From there, I'm going to click on Roofing right here. Boom. As you can see, we have all the templates already built. These are full-on Google ads. As we keep scrolling, you'll see full-on Facebook ads that are already done. It's already built. These are winning ads. This company works with agencies worldwide, all over the world, and it takes their winning advertisements and puts them into this one dashboard. As you can see, there are over 57 results on ads that you can choose from. Ads you can test. Again, this company is in business because the ads work. If they didn't work, no one would pay for the software, and they would just go out of business. It's super easy to get set up. You hit Details right here. As you can see, everything is built. The headlines, the body, even the questions that we ask right here. All you need to do is change the location of where this advertisement shows up. You import it to your accounts, and then you just hit Run. The result, now all of the leads, all the people that click on this roof inspection ad will automatically port into the client's account right here. If you have that conversation bot set up, you can also link it to respond to all of their leads, all their potential customers, right here under Conversations. So now, not only are you saving all these customers for them, but you are actively helping them get new customers. Which, by the way, if they close one, they make $10,000 as a roofer. We can use AI to help them with all the conversations as well, and help them with all the follow-up. So they just wake up, they check their phone, and they see their appointments that they have booked. That is literally what we are doing for our clients, and still signing on clients to this day. I started this as a random YouTube agency experiment, and it works so well. We just crossed $20,000 per month because business owners need these services to this day. Sell first, and then build later.